Hello, welcome to this update. Just a quick update for the severe weather here. We had many interesting changes, so not many, but some, including for the flooding and the winter storm. So there's like this light risk still for Washington, Oregon there today, and this marginal risk, including Idaho, and there's this marginal risk in southern Texas too. And one change was this 5% tornado threat in Washington, Oregon, including Portland and other nearby areas, and a 2% including Seattle. So this is a very rare 5% there. Please be careful. There's hail also 15 and 5% and hatch there for potentially large hail in those areas. So be careful. And wind 5%, and also in Texas 5% wind and hail. So please stay safe. Severe thunderstorms are expected across parts of the Pacific Northwest this afternoon and evening, with supercells possible west of the Cascades across Oregon to Washington. These storms may produce large hail, perhaps a tornado or two, and strong wind gusts. So stay safe. Listen to the warnings there, because in those areas you're not used to this type of weather. So tomorrow there are two slight risks, one in Kansas and Missouri, and Iowa, Nebraska, another one in southern Texas, and a marginal from New Mexico all the way to the Texas coast, another one from Kansas to Illinois. So tornado threat 2% in both areas, parts of Texas and Missouri, and spots of Kansas, Nebraska. Wind 15% down in Texas and 5% the plains too, and hail 15% in both slight risk and 5%. So multiple rounds of severe storms are possible in South Texas with hail and wind as primary hazard across parts of lower Missouri, Mississippi valleys as isolated to scare large hail and localized severe gusts possible mainly during the late afternoon and evening. So be careful tomorrow. Day 3 is still a marginal in Texas and Oklahoma and parts of Arkansas and Louisiana especially, and a marginal in northernmost Kansas and Nebraska. For a few strong storms may occur in parts of the East Texas and Lower Mississippi Valley, and also parts of Nebraska vicinity overnight. So be aware for Friday. Day 4, potentials too low. Day 5, too high. Just kidding. And there's this 15% for day 5. This is Sunday to Monday, and from Texas all the way to Ohio, this 15%. There's still this big 15% from Louisiana to Delaware for Monday. A big portion of the Florida Panhandle in the southeast in those areas. Day 7, day 8, nothing. So be careful in those areas. So be aware, it will take too long to read this, but please be careful. So here, important thing first, there's this moderate risk of excessive rainfall in Texas today, and the marginal and the slight risk, and also marginal in the northwest. So be careful in Texas with flooding, especially in those southernmost areas. They choose still a moderate in the southeastern central coast of Texas, and a slight and a marginal, so still be careful. A lot of flooding possible today and tomorrow, and the marginal risk for the north, the Midwest, and the Northwest still. And day 5, day 3, still a slight in Texas and Louisiana. Be aware, day 4 still a marginal into day 5. So stay safe. Today, the weather map, and tomorrow, starting with the freezing rain there in Canada and northernmost U.S. And there's this weird area of storms, the mixed precipitation, and day 3, a humongous area of freezing rain. Just warning you. So yeah, here shows this flood watches there in Texas, some wind alerts parts of the west, winter weather, and still some fire danger in the east. Be careful in North Carolina there, in those areas. We have this absolutely impressive Pacific cyclone coming, approaching the west coast, and just all those clouds there, it's so symmetrical, very impressive. Plus those endless storms in Texas are already happening. So Please be aware this goes some lingering snow in Canada, more snow British Columbia and Alberta, into Saskatchewan Thursday, into Friday, shows some freezing rain starting North Dakota, parts of Montana and southern Saskatchewan, and some snow there, mainly from British Columbia all the way to Ontario. And then Friday, this goes more freezing rain in Ontario, spots of northern Michigan, and maybe some storms too, some ice in Minnesota, and more snow there, especially in Ontario. So Saturday, this goal shows maybe some those severe storms starting there. The plains and some scattered snow in the northwest there and southwestern Canada Sunday, especially later into Sunday, the severe weather plus the freezing rain extending to the northeast as well, and still shows on Monday some severe storms there, some stuff up on the west as well into Tuesday, and this the rest of this system goes into Quebec and Labrador there, spots in Newfoundland, a lot of snow and ice next Tuesday and Wednesday before the European kick starts our next beast system, but that's too far away. So stay safe in those areas. Still some warmer temperatures in the south, very cold northern Canada and those areas like during the night, the northeastern U.S. northern plains, the Rockies, might be some 20s, 30s. So this goes and does warm up the afternoon. Texas close to 90. Some May is Sunday, but behind the system, slightly colder temperatures coming, and very cold like Manitoba, Nunavut spots, northwestern territory, Saskatchewan. So be aware, still some more negative temperatures, most of eastern Canada and spots of the west as well. So stay safe. The rain accumulation in Texas still might be very severe in some spots. So shows like this the Europeans some 7 inches, some 6 inches, and 6 7 inches. The GFS still to 8, even close to 9 inches. And if you zoom in, it might show more. And there's the icon still spots to 10 inches possible. This will cause a lot of flooding there, and there's the her that's available now. It's to isolate spots to 9 inches, like 8 inches and more on the coast too. So stay safe in those areas. Some more storms for central Texas too. Be aware that have your rain in the northwest, those areas. So there's the her here. Uh, Shows like those storms in Washington, Oregon, starting there. So this is this evening, but those shows, especially those initial storms, some stronger cells there, and yeah, continuing into Washington. So stay safe. The there's some cape there, but nothing that crazy. Shows like yeah, it does increase this afternoon near Portland to even 2,000 joules per kilogram. That's a good amount of cape. So be aware those areas. This goes more there. Thursday, that's light risk in the plains, spots of Texas. Then Sunday shows some big amounts further south and some further north to some Cape and the southeast on Monday. So really gotta be careful of these severe storms coming. Plus these dew points, especially Sunday there, shows later Sunday evening some I don't know if I changed it here. Some 60s dew points, like well into the Midwest, spots some high 60s dew points further south too, and into Monday still in the south, some higher 60s. So be careful those areas. Just as a recap here for the snow, because don't have much time today, but there'll be the heavier snow into central Canada, spots of western Canada, like especially in Alberta, spots in Saskatchewan, some in Manitoba, especially in Ontario, close to 40 centimeters, more in Quebec. So when this comes there, watch closely, and British Columbia, some more snow too, and lingering snow other spots there. But here for like uh, the US shows more in like Wisconsin into the UP of Michigan, even close to 16 inches and some 14, 15 inches. The European has more snow scattered across the Rockies too, especially Montana, Wyoming, some in Utah and Colorado, but shows some more in Nebraska too, especially Northern California, even more than 20 inches and more those areas. There's the GFS, slightly different, has like a bigger mass in this area of the North and Southern Canada, and Central Canada, the Rockies in the US. There's the icon that has this path here, a more fine path of snow, and it will eventually affect Atlantic Canada later on. They're going to watch, but this plus the ice coming, the freezing rain might be more dangerous too. So stay safe. And snow plus wind is not a very good combination. It can make some dangerous travel. So here shows some gusty winds into Thursday and the northwest there, especially the coast of Oregon, some spots there, close to 61 mile per gusts, and depending on the model, it might show more or less, but shows on the plains too. Saturday, that's still like Friday night, and then this goes maybe later Saturday in the southwest, some into northern Mexico, and the show maybe the northeast like Saturday evening, and then Sunday just generally gustier because of the storms in those areas, and some on the southwest. The show into Monday, especially another Pacific system to keep a watch there. So stay safe and check your local forecast for precise precise information, those winds and snow and everything more exact. And still some lingering snow near the northeast in Atlantic Canada today into Thursday, and some spots of ice. So be aware. Check the links for Canada and the US in the description to see there the warnings. So stay safe as well as in northern Mexico. Some severe storms and the heavy rainfall totals there. Stay safe.